Hey, I'm Eric Geach. Today I'm here with Jackie Hales, and she is another Precision Pilates member, and decided to hop on the line with her so we could talk about her experience, but not just that, the benefits and the results that she's seen. So, Jackie, thank you so much for taking the time to come on and do this. I appreciate it.
Hey, Eric. Thank you.
All right, so let's kind of go back before we were talking. At least at the time now, I'm sorry, the time now we're recording. You've been there for a few months, so let's go back before you
Okay.
were there. What were the challenges? Like, what was the struggle or thing that you were going through that led you to start training at Precision?
I had I have arthritis in my knees, and one knee developed fluid. Make a long story short, they drained it, and I just felt icky about myself. Just I was hop along Cassidy. So I decided I was going to try out the Pilates because it popped up on my Facebook, and I went and I joined in, and then I'm more mobile. I love it. I'm more mobile. I think I've been there a couple of months, two and a half, maybe 3 months, and the I'm walking better. I'm not great yet, but I'm walking better. Um, my knees feel better. Let's see what else. I've lost weight, and I've toned my gluteus maximus, my butt. So everything's, I'm feeling a lot better since I joined it. And I'm not one for the gym. I could go to the gym for a short time and then I'm done. Not my thing. But with Amy, it's very personal. I feel like it's a one-on-one. There's maybe three or four, at the most five ladies doing it with me. We're all in the same moan and groan
Right.
category.
Hmm.
And if we're doing it wrong, Amy's right there to point it out. She's strict. But that's what you want.
Right.
You
Right.
go to a gym, you don't have that one-on-one. You
Okay.
don't know if you're doing the weights correctly. You don't know, and she's watching you.
Okay.
Bend your knee better.
So you were talking about before some of the results, which we'll dive into in a little bit more detail in a second. But I'm curious to know a little bit more about the atmosphere and the experience. Sometimes people walk in, they're not sure what to expect. What's it like? Like you're there with other ladies you talked about. What's that energy, the feeling of the place like?
All right, so it's in her basement. There's five mats, and we walk in there. Everybody's excited. We know what we're going into the pain, and we're all excited about going to the gym. It's very exciting. It's we know what we're going. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
Just
And so it's
lots
in a
of
way
fun.
it's kind of fun, right? Like training's
It is
hard, but
absolutely fun,
okay.
and we regret going there. You know, it's fun, but it's painful,
What
and
makes it fun?
because you're not alone. You're not alone, and the person next to you is moaning just as much as you are. And it's very personal. It's like I said, it's in her basement, but it feels like a gym. And
Okay. And
you know,
and you're getting that attention you talked about, right? It is a group of people, but you're getting it feels like you're getting one-on-one attention.
exactly. And you
Okay.
wouldn't want to. I personally wouldn't want to be there just one on one because I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you end up with a group of friends. So
Hmm.
you're actually going with friends. You don't really know them all that well. You don't know their personal life or anything else. You're there. You're like, oh, hey Denise, hey, whomever. So it's it is, and it's fun, and you
Is
know
it like a family?
it's I wouldn't say a family. I would say friends,
Okay.
just good group of friends. And my 23-year-old was asking to come, or not asking to come. I would ask her to come, and she wouldn't come. So finally, I got her to come, and she, when we left, I was like, "How did you like it?" I was complaining about my shoulders, my arms, the back, and she's like, "Oh, my legs." Needless to say, she went back home to Manhattan and she registered for Pilates. So she's on the track. It's a fun gym, and the Pilates across the street. And Amy went on to her works website, with her group of teachers or whatever. And she came back with go to this Pilates for my daughter Nicolette, and this is the kind you want, and this is, who
Yeah.
does that?
Yeah. So it's
Who does it?
helpful. Yeah.
That's family. That's like a family.
Mm. So there's a big element of caring. It's not just, oh,
Oh,
you're a number. She and everybody, they care.
absolutely. So, like, I'm headed to South Carolina for 10 days, and she found a Pilates for me. Said, because I told her I needed to find one down there, and She found one for me. Here's the one you want to go to. It's, you know, it's fantastic. And I registered, like I said, I started for 6 sessions. No, 3 sessions. I don't know. I went to 3 times a week, and now I signed up for as multiple times a week as possible. So
Okay. All right. So that sounds good. So you've got this group there that you said there's friends. There's no it's fun, right? You're all kind of going through the same pain in a way, right? A good pain.
the same thing.
Yes. So you have that, and that's one of the elements that keeps you going. But the other side, obviously, is the benefits and the results that you're seeing, right? Because you talked about some of the, issues you had beforehand, and you mentioned some of the other things. But I'm curious to know, you had mentioned some weight loss or things like that. Were you tracking any numbers or anything, inches lost that you ended up over time losing that you've noticed?
I'm not tracking it. Amy is, but I noticed my clothes fit looser. You know, I get on the scale and I get depressed. I go to her, she gets me on the scale and she goes, "Oh, you've lost 4 ounce or 4 pounds." Toss my scale out of here,
Mm-hmm.
So and then she said she measured me and I had lost over 6 inches.
Yeah.
So in 2 months, I think that's a lot.
Yeah.
Less than 2 months. It was what, 6 weeks.
Yeah, and that's I mean that's pretty good. You're moving in the right direction, doing those things. And again, those are just the physical side of things. And you talked about some before, right? Like less pain, the legs, some of those things as well. But what have you noticed? Have you noticed differences in maybe like a transformation on emotion or confidence or how you're feeling as a person?
Absolutely. I sit there and it's always hard for me to get up because, like I said, I have knee problems. But I find myself up, more mobile, more everything. Just I have not as much pain, shall we say. The muscles, like I have 5 kids, so my hips are a little worn out. But she's got the muscles going on. I definitely feel stronger. I definitely feel stronger.
Do you have you noticed different ways in terms of like energy levels and how you're feeling that way, or sleeping, anything along
My
there?
sleep pattern, oh, please. I can sleep through anything now. I'm sleeping so well. I used to wake up all the time. I I'm not anymore. So,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm
And
This is the way to go.
the other side of it too is in part of this, right? There's the physical transformation, but there's to do a lot of there's a mindset shift as well. Have you noticed the way you're thinking and approaching things differently now
Uh,
in terms of health and fitness and how you're looking at some of training and exercise?
Absolutely. I'm going to say yes. I never thought of that actually, but yes, because now I sit there and I look forward to my going to Pilates, and in exchange of that, I sit there and I kind of think about what I'm eating. Yes, I'm a chocoholic. Yes, I have no problem doing a sleeve of cookies, but I've gotten to a point where, you know, I might pass on that, or I might have 1 or 2 cookies. I'm not depriving myself, no way.
Okay.
But I do consciously, I'm aware of what I'm doing.
Hmm. And have you noticed as well that maybe there's certain things that you can do now that you couldn't do before? Anything like that?
I'm getting so close to sit-ups. It sounds ridiculous. My entire life, I have never, let me say it again, never been able to do sit-ups. Elementary school, we had the presidential whatever. And elementary school, I remember my friends would be cheating for me. One would be behind my shoulders, lifting me up, and the other one would be counting 1, 12, 15. I can almost do a sit-up now.
Wow. So
Me,
you're doing things that you couldn't do before like this, right? You're
ever,
shifting.
ever.
How is this all making you feel?
I feel, I can't tell you. It's just fantastic. And then she sits there and she's like, "Jackie, you did it." It's great. It's great.
Have you ever experienced anything like this in terms of the support or benefits with what you've done in the past?
Never.
Mm.
No. Like I said, I've tried the gym, but it's very impersonal, right? Is that the right word? Impersonal. And there's no motivation. You go with a girlfriend if you're lucky, but here I'm not going with a girlfriend. I'm going alone, but they are my friends. I know, and even if I didn't, it's small enough that you are friends. You're all there, and and we're looking at each other as we're lifting barbells or whatever, and the other one's like, "Come on, Jackie, you can do it." And I'm like, "Come on, Denise, you can do it. Push it." And we all feel like lurch when we finish. Our arms are so.
Well,
So
because you've gone through, and again, it's only been a short period of time, but you're feeling fantastic, right? The less pain, you're seeing physical results, emotional, sleeping, all the stuff. So would you go as far as say that this has maybe been life changing up to this
this
point?
is like, oh, absolutely. I'm telling you right now, this is to a point where when I go down to South Carolina, because we're moving there in 2 years, that I'm looking for Pilates down there because there's no way I'm giving it up. No way.
Wow.
I remember the first 2 weeks, I remember the first 2 days that I actually did it. I couldn't get out of bed. My muscles of my stomach were killing me. They were slapping me back down. I couldn't move. Now, my daughter couldn't move. She's 23, and I was like, "Oh, come on, just spring up."
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's been a really, just from what you're saying, a great experience for you. And there's going to be people who are very similar situation, right, to where you were before you started, going through similar struggles or challenges, and they're hearing this and they say, you know what, this actually sounds pretty cool. I might want to join, but they're still on the fence, right? They're 50-50. What would you want to tell that person?
I would tell them just leap. Take a leap. Just try it out for 2 days, two classes. That's all it's going to take. Maybe three. And then if you don't like it, don't do it. But you'll be hooked after the second one.
Got it. Okay.
You'll
And
be
then,
hooked.
since this has been really transformational and it's been life changing up to this point, I'll leave on this last question. Take it one step deeper. Let's say Amy right now is shutting down, right? Closing the place down.
She's not though, right?
Yeah, she's not. No, she's not. But let's just say she is, and she's turned off her phone or email, all the ways that you can contact her, and this is the last time that you could ever say anything to her, knowing it's the last time. What would you say?
I'd say, Amy, don't go. Don't go. I'd be lost. And at that point, I'd start to cry. That's not funny. Don't take that off. No.
Would you want to thank her for anything?
Oh my God. She knows. I couldn't. Oh, see? See? You're mad. You're bad. You can't do this. I get too emotional about this one. No. I can't. I can't even phantom. Not. I can't. I can't phantom not having Amy. Okay. I can't. So we're not going to talk about that because no, no, she's just done too a mess. She's done too much now, so she can't go anywhere.
Okay, you got her. You got her on lock. You're saying nope.
That's
Not gonna
it.
do it. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right. Well.
yeah, I would have to track her down and just say, okay, I'll pay for one-on-one.
Mhm.
Don't. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Jackie, I want to thank you for taking the time to come on, share your story, share your experience in just a few short months. What you've seen, I think, has been really great, and I just want to wish you the best of luck moving forward.
Thank you, Eric.
All right. You take care.
All right. Bye bye.